MyPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com here at The Planet with Tim Martin, who is working the board tonight, as he does every week, actually. Tim is from CentralNHEvents.com as well, so if you need a DJ for your event, go to CentralNHEvents.com, and if you hire him, request that he wear the Misfits shirt, which is not necessarily an actual Misfits shirt, as I learned last week after the show.
Yes.
Little inside story there. But request that he wear the Misfits shirts anyway and just see what happens. See what he shows up in. CentralNHEvents.com if you need a DJ. And today we have a return guest, although more band members this time, I guess, right? It wasn't everybody last time. Erik Caron Connection, or is it the Erik Caron Connection? I think we went over this last time, and I think you guys were just like, yeah, whatever.
If you want to add the, go for it. If you don't,
We'll take what we can get.
Yeah, all right. There you go. That's good. What's it say on the CD? On the CD, it just... Yeah, there's no the.
yeah.
So we'll leave off the.
We'll
All right.
respond to whatever.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, let's start here. Tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Jake Ford, and I shred on the old guitar.
Yes.
And I'm Hank Jefferson, and I rip apart the saxophone and the didgeridoo.
You actually rip them apart.
I mean, usually I play it, but I've been known to rip them apart on some occasions.
That's terrifying.
I'm a pretty terrifying guy.
And who are the other two gentlemen who are not on mic at the moment?
Erik Caron, he got booted, and Pat Day, who is our drummer.
All right, very good. And you guys brought... Did this just come out, this CD? Is this brand new? Or
Yeah, it's new. It's
still digging?
It's very brand new.
Yes.
Hot off the press.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been working on it this summer, just trying to get it out there.
Cool.
Because it's more what we sound like now. Our first album was just kind of like mostly Pat and Erik, and those kind of had like a different sound. Add more people, obviously, you get different results, and that right there is more of what we are right now.
Cool. All right. Well, let's hear something. What do you guys want to play?
Oh,
Start with the devil.
Devil's
Devil?
coming.
Yeah, the devil's coming.
Devil's Coming?
He is.
Ooh, sounds evil.
Sinister, really.
Nice. All right. All right. Well, this is Devil's Coming from Erik Caron Connection here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Devil's coming, gonna take you away. He's got the knapsack full of swords on his hip, where it says, it don't matter if you've been good, it's about your past that defines your future deeds. If there's too much weight on the shoulders of yours, you're gonna buckle at the knees and get whipped down.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com here with the guys from the Erik Caron Connection. And we're going to talk to Jake and Hank, and we'll catch up with the other guys later. But you guys were kind of saying between segments, it's kind of like you're the newer guys.
Yeah,
and the other guys are the originals. Is that the dynamic?
Yeah,
I'm definitely the new guy.
the newest guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they did their thing first, got most of the first album done, and I came in, basically did like a solo on the first album, and then that's when I joined, and then eventually we got a bassist who's not here, and then
I joined just a few months ago, actually. I go to school with Eric.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we were just started jamming one time, and it just really clicked. It just worked out perfectly.
Right.
So we ended up playing a show together and had a great time. And so I came up to New Hampshire for a week now just to do some recording, play some shows, and just play as much as we can.
Yeah, great. So there's actually 5 of you now then in the band, is that?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually I was gonna drive to New York where they go to school, and like I think the day before or like while I was driving there, Eric's like, "Hey, we got a saxophone player playing with us at the show." I'm like, "All right, sounds good."
Yeah. Does having a sax player, does that change what you do live? Does that change your approach to playing at all?
Yeah, I don't have to solo so much.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Is that a good
nice.
thing? Or?
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like, I don't know, it's like you can only have so many guitar solos, so it's nice having a saxophone to vary it with, and plus, I mean, down the road we'll be doing harmonies and some other stuff. There's a lot of musical avenues to take now,
Right.
so and it's a whole different feel having a saxophonist, with you. So
Yeah. Now, this disc that you guys have, because obviously you didn't have that when you were here before, is that, where did you record that?
Two Broke Dude Studios, which is
Still using the Two Broke
Yeah.
Dude Studios, huh?
yeah, which is essentially, for those that don't know, is Eric's. We've moved from the 2 rooms. It was originally 2 bedrooms. We've migrated to a garage. So
Yeah.
by the next album, maybe we'll have something different. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah.
Well, you get a good sound, though, out of what you've got to work with. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff you brought before sounded really good. And I remember you described during the interview how you went about recording it. But then when you listen to it, it's like, wow, they actually got a really good sound of what they were using for a setup.
Yeah, it's definitely tedious.
Yeah.
I hate recording. So I mean, Eric does a lot of like reading up on like practical uses and stuff like that for recording. So it's helpful to have that, and it's just I mean,
You don't enjoy the process?
oh god, no. It's terrible. It's miserable. So
What don't you like about it?
how tedious it is. You
Yeah.
know, it's like I'll go through, be playing a solo, and like I'll mess up like in a little bit and be like, all right, take 39, and eventually just I just get caught up and like keep screwing up, and eventually Eric's just gonna be like, go take a break, come back.
You know what's cool, though, is that you actually take the time to get it right
Yeah.
when you're in the studio, because a lot of bands, we might have even talked about this before. I was talking about this with somebody on the show, how some bands will literally book a weekend at a recording studio somewhere and think that they're going to bang out, a 10-song album, and it's going to sound great.
Yeah.
And they're just going to go in one take on everything, and and then they have something that sounds like crap.
Yeah.
But you don't enjoy it because it's tedious, but you're still determined to put in the time. So that's really cool.
I think we're all kind of perfectionists. So
Yeah.
it's painful sometimes.
Yeah.
And there's something magical about that red light being on. It's just like, oh, here come all the mistakes.
Right. But it's not like you see, because you described how the process really is. It's not like you see you ever see any music videos where the premise of the video is that they're in the studio.
Yeah. Everyone's smiling and having a good time.
They're all it looks like it looks like a big.
that.
What's that?
It never ends up working out like that.
Right, yeah. And in videos, it looks like it's a big party, and along with the partying, they're laying down a few tracks, but it looks like it's just great fun.
Yeah. Looks can be deceiving.
Now, Hank, are you on this album, or
Yeah,
was
I
that...
am.
Okay.
There's I think 3 songs that I'm not on. Those
Okay.
were just live tracks that we recorded, and there's also tracks that were recorded before I ended up joining up with the band.
Yeah.
But I'm on the other 5.
Now, when you guys play live, do you play on everything live, or do you sit some songs out, or how does that work?
Last show I sat out, I think, 2 songs.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I play almost everything.
Yeah. Are there some things where maybe you have a sax solo and you're really kind of out in front, but are there others where you kind of have to lay back?
Yeah, there's definitely some songs where for the verse or something like that, I will like completely drop out
Sure.
and just let them go at it. But a lot of the time, I'm still playing like rhythm parts on my horn, just in the backgrounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I also like step up front for solos and things like that.
Right. And what is it that made you want to, because you met Erik at school?
Right.
And then, so how did you become interested in being a part of the band? Did he play some of the material for you? Or?
Yeah, I was friends with Erik actually for a while, and I kind of knew he was in this band, but I didn't really like listen to them or know much about it.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, I'm having a show. Like, I know you play saxophone and stuff, and I hear you I hear you play like the same sort of stuff I play. So maybe we could do a song together." So I said, "Okay," and so we started jamming one time, and it was just like I loved exactly what he was playing, and he loved what I was playing.
Yeah.
Like, wow, we should do this all the time.
Yeah.
So we just started jamming like every day for a few weeks, and by then I was like I played almost that entire show.
Yeah.
Like I was originally planning I was only going to do one song, but after practicing, we decided I was going to do a lot more than that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Is it difficult? And I know we talked about this with Erik last time the band was here, but is it difficult from your perspective, being that you're kind of in two states and you got to kind of hold this thing together? Because what college you guys at again?
You go to Ithaca College?
Ithaca, okay.
Yeah, and I also live in Pennsylvania, so yeah. So I've been in Pennsylvania the whole summer, so that definitely makes it a lot more difficult than if I lived around here.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm up here for the week now to play with these guys, but I mean, it's difficult. It's 6.5 hours to home.
Wow. Yeah. So it's a kind of a situation where you just got to make the most of the time you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like always, yeah.
Yeah. I bet that shows a lot of dedication and commitment, though. That's really cool. You don't see that enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's very cool. And then, so how many shows, Hank, have you played with the band at this point?
I've only played one show so far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you're a permanent member now, so you'll be. So it'll be all five of you going forward, probably.
Yeah. The next show's coming up.
Yeah, good. And we'll have to talk about those later. But why don't we play another track from the album? What do you guys want to play?
What are we gonna play?
How about Mystery Woman?
Mystery Woman.
Yes.
All right. Less sinister, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got
Devious
that.
in ways.
Still got that thing. What's that?
Yeah, devious in ways.
Devious. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. All right.
I'm here for you.
All right. Mystery Woman from Erik Caron Connection here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
If I had the words inside my silly little notebook, would it represent you well? 'Cause you are more than ink on paper, baby. Oh, can't you tell? The way I look at you when you walk on over here, entranced by the sweat. Smile wide, I tell a different story. Woman, I love the way that you have me like a falling angel, knocks me
100.1 The Planet's local outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com here with the Erik Caron Connection. Oh, I put the in there that time.
Woohoo! Woo!
Well, we'll mix it up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
The segment, you'll have the.
Will be a little more spicy.
You know, there's a band called the. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah. They're long gone, but there used to be anyway.
Did they open for yes
Good question.
and other adjectives?
I don't know. I hope so. That'd be awesome. In a perfect world, they would have.
And yeah.
But it's not a perfect world.
But that's why we have Walgreens, right? Is that what the...
Exactly. Yeah. So, Erik, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
And this gentleman with you, Pat, was not here last time, correct?
Correct.
But he was in the band at the time, right?
Absolutely, yep. He's been there from the beginning.
Okay.
It was him and I doing most of the studio work in the original one. You can tell that I don't play bass, and then on this new one, you can tell Zach does play bass, indeed. You know, the cool thing about this new one is that it's got a new dynamic of we're playing our own music, whereas we're kind of just getting our feet were in the water. It's kind of chilly. You pull them back out, and as this one, we're kind of we're ready for the swim.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have him. You know, he's playing his rock stuff that's right up there, and it's great to hear.
Good. And why weren't you here last time, Pat? We missed you.
I was at work.
I understand. So, do you guys, what's the plan going forward now that you have? Because I assume it's kind of this 5-piece lineup that you have now. This is it, right? You plan to, you're not adding anybody or subtracting anybody at this point.
If something comes along, maybe, perhaps, it'd be a consideration for all of us to think about. But this is where we're headed. This is our solid core group.
Yeah, because I know that you can play in different configurations if you have to, and the music lends itself to that where you can. And I've seen the stripped down version of a couple different stripped down versions of the band, which sounded great too.
Thank
you. But what now? The album is done. So are you already writing for the next album, or are you focused on playing some shows, or what's the current trajectory like?
Our big focus is shows. We have a little bit of writing left to do.
Yeah.
This being just an EP, it has 5 of the new ones that we have, whereas it's kind of like a segue into our next full length, which will be called Rabbit Holes in Wouldn't You Knows. Hence the Still Digging title. We're trying to be clever.
Yeah.
Seeing if it works. And so when we play a show that we set up on our own and we're headlining for, we'll play a 2.5 hour set. So that's how much material we have in the bank. And so we still have some working out to do, but our definite focus is let's play some shows, let's get our name out there. And one of the cool things that potentially could be happening is I don't want to jinx it, so I'm going to find the closest wood I can. We might be going to go play for the military in Cuba, hopefully.
No kidding.
Cross fingers.
Wow.
But we'll see.
Very nice. Very cool. Where do you guys play when you play a lot of shows? Because you're kind of, do you play a lot of shows in New Hampshire? Do you also do some shows back around Ithaca? what's...
Yeah, I'd say our biggest following is in Ithaca.
Really?
Just that's where, we spend most of our time during the year. At least I do, and playing out like that. And now with Hank, it'll be a new dynamic. But here we'll play a lot in Manchester. You can catch us in Meredith, Manchester, soon to be Portsmouth. Laconia, we're doing some cool things with some local businesses that might put on a concert, sponsored by so and so, and
very cool.
So we'll be on that list.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're definitely local.
Where in Meredith do you play?
Mostly Giuseppe's.
Okay.
And come the winter, we'll be playing there a lot more.
Yeah.
As a band, we'll be getting in the booking cycle.
Yeah.
A lot of times they have open stages or kind of little small things that they'll do, and you play for a nice bar crowd, and sometimes you're like, oh man, we sound great. Nah, they were just drunk. No. But
what's the scene like in Ithaca? Is the dynamic of it different from here, or?
You got college kids.
Yeah.
Cornell's up on the other hill. It's cool because what we do in Ithaca is we pretty much set up a lot of our own shows, and we'll even sell tickets to them. And we've had one show, the last one that Hank, Jake, and I played was upwards of 150, maybe 170 people
That's
at the end of the day. And so that dynamic is totally different when everyone's just, you have people that know your songs and are singing back to you. And then we got an encore out of it too.
Nice.
So that was fun. And then So I mean, I think it's a much more lively scene. You have access to 70,000 people in 2 square miles.
Sure.
So it's helpful. As New Hampshire, it's 2 people to 8 square miles. It's tough.
It is a challenge, but you do play a lot of shows here, right? Do you play more shows in Ithaca than here?
Not anymore. This summer has been pretty well-to-do. We were hoping to play a few more than we did, but we averaged probably about 3 a month.
Yeah.
Which was...
Oh, that's more than some bands are doing.
Yeah, we're trying to just, as much as we can, we all have ridiculous schedules.
Right.
But...
Is it still tough going basically back and forth?
Yeah. I think, what's going to end up happening is I'll be making a lot of weekend trips. Hank and I didn't tell him yet, but Labor Day weekend, we're probably coming back to play for a big party. So
yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Very cool. And do you have any shows coming up here that you want to mention that you got coming up this summer? Or, well, we're getting toward the end of the summer now, but...
I guess big dates. We're still working on booking those shows. It's kind of, going in towards fall. The big date would be August 19th to keep in mind. That's when this EP actually releases.
Yeah.
So you can just find it on our website, as well as, if you just join our mailing list and hey, you mail me a copy, we'll do that. That's someone who gets mailed a copy. But
right.
So far we're looking. Cuba would be more towards early September. Shows, we'll have a release party that'll be in Ithaca, and we'll probably do one here as well. Around August 19th and early September, maybe late September, we'll have a release party.
Yeah.
So, and all that info is always on our site. So
yeah. What happens in the winter when traveling is harder because of where you are and where the other guys are? Do things kind of slow down for you as far as the band in the wintertime, or do you kind of trudge through it?
I think winter things pick up for a little bit.
Really?
Lull and then pick up because we have 5 weeks off. So we're back here. We do a lot of recording work, and we'll play some smaller shows and stuff.
Yeah.
I think now that we have a little bit more weight to our name, and we're kind of getting out there, and people see that we're can play out, we'll be able to. It'll pick back up. I think it'll stay pretty, whatever that word is, continuous.
Yeah, consistent.
Yeah. Hey.
And Pat, what do you do? Like, what do you do for work?
I'm a sous chef.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It can be
What's that?
kind of annoying at times, but
Really?
I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously you weren't able to be here last time because you were working, but does your schedule lend itself generally to the band? I mean, are you able to, not everyone has a flexible schedule with what they do, and sometimes it's tough.
Yeah, not really. I mean, working in a restaurant, I always have, nights on weekends and all the time that music shows tend to happen. Yeah.
So what do you do? How do you make that work? I mean, are they flexible with you when you need time off? Or?
Not all the time.
Really?
I mean, now I'm actually in charge of the schedule.
Oh, good.
So I could give myself time off if I felt like it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the other guys like to take a lot of vacations, so I always end up being the one who's left working.
Right. Yeah. You're making it work, though. So that's good. Well, why don't we play another song from the disc? What do you guys want to play?
Breathe is it. It's a little more mellow. It shows our softer side.
All right, cool. So this is Breathe from Erik Caron Connection. You're on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
breath don't remind me of you. I squeeze out all that's left in me. I hold on, but I've got no hand left to hold on. We talked for hours as the world went by. We laughed hard, harder than my belly could stand, and we lived. It was not strong enough to keep Your smile was enough to make me lose my head, and your company made me smile the same way. And you're here now, and I can't let you go.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com, sitting here at The Planet with the Erik Caron Connection, or almost all of them. We're one guy down, but we got the other four guys here. And we talked before about shows you have coming up, and the album comes out again the August 19th. Is that correct?
You got it.
Okay, so now when you said it's going to be out August 19th, does that mean available online? Will it also be in stores? What's the plan?
The big thing is that this is more of a promotional tool, so you'll definitely be able to see it. If we play live, we'll have it with us. You'll be able to hear it, not buy it or download it off of iTunes, but on our site you can stream it live, or not live, but you can stream it. And we'll talk about maybe putting it up on CD Baby and stuff like that. It's going to be cheaper. It's just, hey, this is who we are. This is what we sound like. This is the music. This is for the fans.
Yeah. Very cool. And where's the best place online to go to find all your show dates and all that?
Currently, it's our Facebook, I'd say.
Okay.
We are getting a website made as we speak.
Good.
It's probably by the end of early September, maybe end of August. He says he'll be able to finish it within a week. So as soon as he gets his next client done, he's helping us out. And he's a really great guy, friend of our bassist, and helping us out like through and through.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good. Are you already? Did you say before you're already writing for the next album?
Yeah, we have enough material. Yeah, I would say yes.
Any idea when you're gonna? You probably don't know yet, but I mean, do you think within the next year you'll have another disc out, or what's the long-term plan?
I think that it would be just that long term.
Yeah,
and that we'll play more shows first, and we'll really get our live performances working, and then maybe we'll revisit and make our full length next.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, because this is the stuff that we think are really going to attract people. We're excited about it.
Yeah, good. And also, too, as a practical matter, can you spell your name for people who are looking for Erik Caron Connection?
Most certainly can. Erik, Car. I forget how to spell my name, I guess. Caron Connection.
Connection's easy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have faith in people.
Very good. Well, listen, I want to thank all four of you guys for coming in tonight.
Thank you.
And welcome. I forgot your name. Hank. Welcome, Hank. Since you're the new guy, the newest member. And what do you want to wrap up the show with?
We're going to wrap it up with one of our favorites. It's a little down and dirty and appropriately titled.
Sex Song.
Nice. All right. And I also want to thank Tim Martin, as always, for working the board tonight. If you need a DJ for your event, go to centralnhevents.com and you can hire Tim for your event. He will do a great job. And if you want to relive all the glory of tonight's edition of Local Outbreak, you can do so anytime. Go to ipmnation.com/local outbreak. All the episodes of the show, except one, there's a lost episode I still need to get from Annie. But all the other episodes of the show are archived on the site, so you can go there anytime, stream it, download it, keep it forever and ever. And we will leave you now with Sex Song from Erik Caron Connection here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Thanks, guys.
How am I gonna make it? For all you know, I can be control. Wait, you are to me everything that I could want every day. Let's for 1 second say I got you in the back of my car. You could come with me, we'll finish all our drinks. We won't waste a thing in the backseat of our car now. I know what you want, what if it's the same thing that I do? Perhaps maybe if it's not too much to ask, we can have a little less on you. Now that that's all done, I'll see what I mean. Make your way over to my bed. tree. Clever each other forever, older it's sound. It's meant to be. He said, this apple is the fruit of life and it's everything we are. Imagine what's inside the seeds and the life and what can grow from it. He took her up in his arms and they became one with the earth. And then the sun set and the moon it sat back to behold. Spectacular. And this is how it came to be, that we never be set free. This feeling that we all get. It's plain that they showed us we always want home and the set to get inside. And for me it is, you see, a complicated situation to be around and find yourself when you are down. But lift me up and give me nothing but a good up and down. Lift me up, bring me 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 down.
100.1 The Planet's Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
The Planet's Local Outbreak is recorded weekly at the studios of 100.1 The Planet. It's engineered by Tim Martin of CentralNHEvents.com. Matt Connerton of IPMNation.com is the host of The Planet's Local Outbreak. The show is produced and edited by Annie Biello of 100.1 The Planet. For artist links and details about The Planet's Local Outbreak, log on to The Planet's Entertain Me page, WPNHFM.com. The Planet's Local Outbreak is available for download anytime online, IPMNation.com/local outbreak. The Planet's Local Outbreak is a product of 100.1 The Planet and Northeast Communications.